So literally in the last week, there has been 3 lap count glitches discovered in Mario Kart Wii in 2015 by the same person, and he goes by Blaze, and his YouTube channel is MalayoSquirrelX. I'll have it linked in the description. If you're into glitches and tool assisted runs, definitely check out his channel. I'm making this video because I love glitches and this game's physics in general, and I definitely want more people to see how ridiculous these glitches are. Okay, so for this first one, it's going to be done with tool-assisted footage by Blaze, which means it is done on an emulator, which is a lot more efficient way of playing when trying to discover glitches. As of the upload date of this video, no one has humanly made this glitch yet. However, it definitely is humanly possible. I guarantee someone will make this glitch eventually. Alright, here's the footage of the glitch, and as you can see, it is completely ludicrous with it. You can pull off under 20-second laps. It's not yet known if you can use other vehicles, so the spear is being used because it's the easiest vehicle to get clip glitches with, which is really funny because eventually the world record on Parkway is probably going to be using the spear. So a quick simplified explanation on why this works in Mario Kart Wii. There are key checkpoints on every track, and normally you have to cross all of these key checkpoints, otherwise the lap won't count. The green lines are these key checkpoints. Now if you get around the first key checkpoint and the game doesn't realize you went behind the finish line, you can skip the whole lap. It's pretty much exactly what you do on Grumble Volcano lap skip, which is very easy. However, this one involves 2 frame perfect clips in order to be done successfully. Now, the first clip's purpose is obvious, it's to get air. The second clip is very interesting though. Normally there is a pretty large invisible wall on the left side of the finish line. Here's the footage of me getting much higher than Blaze gets in his clip. I did this a couple years ago when I was trying to get a glitch on DK Parkway, but I still wasn't able to get over the invisible wall on this level. I asked Blaze why clipping the finish pole allowed him to bypass the invisible wall, and he thinks it has to do with the same reason why you're able to fall through the wall on Coconut Mall even though there's an invisible wall there. And here's footage of that right here, and I'm sure everybody knows this glitch by now. He said he thinks it has to do with parts of your bike that don't normally touch the ground front and back having interaction with the wall in a way that's not intended, and Nintendo didn't expect you'd ever touch something set to wall collision that's not facing upwards, and since the game wants you to go downwards constantly, you're going to keep going downwards and therefore able to go through invisible walls. Long story short, Mario Kart Wii physics are completely whack. So, the second glitch is on Sherbet Land, and this is the only one of the 3 glitches that Blaze found that, at the time I'm making this video, has been pulled off by a human. Here's Guy, the first player to ever make the glitch, and as you can see, he clips the pole, gets tons of air causing him to respawn pretty far back, and he goes backwards just till he hits a checkpoint. Lakitu shows up because he finally realizes where he is, and this allows him to finish a lap in 20 seconds. Now this works because of everything I just told you, along with the fact that if you see the finish line on this mini-map, which is the red line, you can see that it only extends to the end of the road and not into the water. Because of this simple fact, you can get behind the finish line without the game realizing, and with that crazy clip, you can get behind the last checkpoint as well. If you've ever tried to jump off the edge on Sherbet Land at the end of a race, on the left side of the pole, I'm sure you already actually knew this because your lap didn't count. Okay. This last glitch discovered by Blaze is on Waluigi Stadium, and this glitch currently is not humanly possible. So this will be Blaze's tool-assisted footage being shown currently. As you can see, he clips the top of the finish pole just like he did on Parkway, and he's able to bypass the invisible wall, and now this next part was already known, but because it skipped green checkpoints, it never counted the lap. What you just saw was rapid fire, and that includes clicking the jump button dozens of times in like a second, which gives you that weird effect and allows you to bypass blue zipper walls and get insanely low jumps off of ramps. This can't be done humanly because humans can't spam the R button as fast as you can with a computer to get that buzzing effect that the racer gets as he clips through the wall. However, the only way this will be done humanly, the second part of that glitch, is if someone manages to clip between the fence and the wall just like on the DK Mountain glitch shown here. So overall this works because, as you see on this map, he manages to skip the first green checkpoint entirely, and then afterwards the last green checkpoint at the end he passes through, and because of that the lap counts, allowing him to only have to drive less than half the lap, bypassing 4 of the 5 green checkpoints. Alright, that is it for the crazy explanations. Honestly, there could be an hour video describing every detail of how amazing Mario Kart Wii physics are, and that wouldn't even be scratching the surface. But this will have to do for now. If you enjoyed the explanation, give this video a thumbs up to show your support, and once again, huge shout out to Blaze aka Maleo Squirrelex for making all of these big discoveries 7 years after the game came out. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.